Israel warned the Gaza war will continue throughout 2024 as unrelenting strikes killed dozens in the Palestinian territory and Hamas fired a rocket barrage at the stroke of midnight. Israeli military spokesman Daniel Hagari said that some of the 300,000 army reservists would get a break from the war in order to prepare for the prolonged fighting ahead. We will be required for additional tasks and warfare throughout this year, Hagari said as the conflict sparked by the October 7 Hamas attacks raged on. Heavy artillery fire again pounded the Hamas-run Gaza Strip, killing at least 24 people. Health ministry officials there said, with attacks including airstrikes reported across the length of the besieged territory. The Gaza Health Ministry said 15 dead bodies from the same family were recovered Monday from the rubble of a bombed house in Jabalia, in the northern part of the territory. Hamas marked the start of the year by firing a rocket barrage at Israel in what it called a response to the massacres of civilians. The bloodiest ever Gaza war was triggered by Hamas's October 7 attacks on Israel, which resulted in the deaths of around 1,140 people, most of them civilians. The militants also took around 250 people hostage that day, more than half of whom remain in Gaza according to Israeli officials. Israel has vowed to destroy Hamas and launched a punishing offensive that has reduced vast areas of Gaza to a ruined wasteland and killed at least 21,978 people, mostly women and children. According to the territory's health ministry, the Israeli army says 172 soldiers have been killed inside Gaza in the battle against the Islamist militant group. Since Israel imposed a siege at the outset of the war, Gazans have been facing dire shortages of food, water, fuel and medicine, eased only by aid trucks, about 120 of which entered on Sunday. The UN says 85% of the population of the Gaza Strip has been displaced. International mediators have continued efforts toward a new pause in fighting. The war in Gaza has also raised fears of a broader regional conflict, with hostilities flaring with militant groups in nearby countries.